and part of the challenge that I think organizations are running into now is like this idea of what is this SDR function supposed to do? And at some level, I try to break it down to like you're paying for distribution, like a demand gen program. You have peer-to-peer channels like your word of mouth, networking, referrals, events, trade shows, partners, things like that. Then you have earned media, so organic traffic or organic social, things of that nature. You have paid advertising, search, social, programmatic, directory, display, etc. Then you end up with outbound. And outbound is email, phone, social, occasionally text. But really what you're doing is you're using people and this activity as a distribution medium to take a value narrative, put it in front of someone who is not expecting to be contacted, and trying to elicit a favorable response or generate interest. And so if you start thinking of the failure points there, and this is where I think outsourced SDR companies actually add a ton of value, is like most businesses struggle with the operationalizing of that function, right? How to recruit, hire, train, build redundancy, ramp, how to do the training and professional development. But the reality is that a lot of these interactions, like if you're doing outsourced SDRs the right way, which is that it's fully transparent with the client, you're usually working inside of their infrastructure, or they have full visibility into your infrastructure. You're starting to really focus on what happens at the interaction between the message you're distributing and the prospect that is absorbing it. And it's like if you tell 10 people that you theoretically are selling to something and they're not interested, that's a data point. You tell that to 100 people and they're not interested, that's a trend and you got a problem. And I think that most organizations don't look at it like that. They're sort of like pass fail. You guys either know what you're doing, you're going to get us meetings and everything's going to be gravy, or conversely, you guys are terrible, you don't know what you're doing because no one is interested in my product. That is a really inefficient way of using organizations that, in my experience, whether it's predictable revenue or full funnel or junk crew or revenue or any of these companies, most of these companies are incredibly proficient operationally at getting this motion going.
Totally. It's not just about the operational, it's the strategy. And it does kind of feel like with a client, it's the roll of the dice of like, what is the first market that they get us to go after? We put so much effort and work into our market fit, like onboarding program to help kind of dissect. And really it's to help get the client out of their own way and be like, just give us who is the most likely to respond right now. And not like, let's test out an obscure market that you want to start with. Because my least favorite engagement is when somebody comes in and says, hey, we want to test out a new market. And then 4 months later, they're like, yeah, we're going to fire you because we didn't get any meetings. They're like, well, we tested out a new market. Like, we did the thing. They're like, yeah, but we didn't get any revenue from it. And it's like, but you've never gotten any revenue from it. I had a client where we did exactly this. We spent 6 months. We booked them like 60 something meetings. And at the end of the engagement, I was grilling the AE because I knew the CEO was grilling the AE, like what went wrong. And he finally blurted out after 30 minutes of me like hammering him. He's like, oh, we've never actually closed a meeting or we've never closed a deal in this vertical before. The founder just wanted to explore this. And I was like, I'm going to punch you.